Up on the roof.
Hello and welcome to Up on the Roof with me, Will and Ben.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so my first topic is about television. Yeah?
Go on, hit me with it.
So, at the moment,
Ben sounds already fed up with your topic.
it's a multi-part question, and the first response of your answer to this question will dictate the rest of the finger. The rest of the conversation. So what are you guys currently what have you watched recently at the moment, and what platform have you been watching?
You literally
on?
just rebranded my YouTube question for the other week.
No, this is about like the future of television sort of thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, this question would dictate the rest of the whole rest of the conversation.
Oh yeah. Just tell me more.
Just like list
What
off
have we
some.
recently watched?
Yeah, like, what have you been recently watching?
Brand new wise or not?
Like in general, it can
Doctor
be.
Who, and you know that.
Yeah, but have you watched anything new? What else have you been watching?
I watched a movie called Highwayman. It was okay.
Ben's been watching loads. He said TV shows, not movies. You retard. I mean, it's in the name, Ben. No, not really. Like, I haven't really watching much TV.
Okay,
Watched
so
a program called Fleabag.
Ben's unemployed, so Ben's probably watched a lot of TV.
I watched a program called Fleabags on BBC iPlayer.
Of course you did.
What do you mean?
Fleabag.
Of course I did.
It's you. Watch some Louis Theroux.
yeah, so you've been watching documentaries.
Well, no, Louis Theroux. I haven't been watching any other documentaries. I'm watching Louis Theroux. Oh, The Office.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm assuming you've been watching most of Louis Theroux documentaries from the past.
I rewatched Little Britain.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I haven't really watched any new TV. Oh, except from what's it called? The series, the reboot of Magnum PI.
There's a reboot of Magnum PI.
Yeah, there is. And it's,
What the fuck?
And that's out. That's new. That's nearly over now. I don't think it's getting a season 2 though.
Oh, don't you? Isn't it that good?
No, it's fun.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, like it's just fun for like 40 minutes. It's just a good fun thing to watch. Like, I wouldn't
If you
say it
got
was
40
amazing.
minutes to waste.
Yeah, like it's
And you
just
need
fun
a giggle.
to watch. Yeah, I don't even giggle. Normally some good stuff in there. What the hell's going on my phone?
Yeah, Ben just sent something to the group.
Why, Ben?
I found it.
Oh, okay.
Is that?
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
assuming because we've all looked at it. Does that need to go into the finger?
Nah,
Your-
mate, it's
your
cool.
decision. Like,
I'm just keep it.
We'll
rolling
just
without that.
brush over that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you've been?
What have you been watching then? You asshole.
so you
fucking-
wanted us to ask you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fat prick.
So I've been watching American Gods
Oh yeah.
season 2.
Oh, I've watched that as well.
Yeah. Have you still have you figured it out yet, or is it still mind fucking you? Like season 1.
I don't know. I'm semi confused, but I sort of get it now.
Yeah,
I kind of spoiled it for me. Just watched some reviews of the books.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like
the book's quite good.
I don't get it yet because they haven't really told you what to get yet. Like in the shows, it hasn't really been explained yet. What's
But there's
going
this,
on?
they've announced that they're doing a season 3 of it as well.
Like I get the story arc.
Yeah.
That's the same as
I
season
think
1.
It's pretty shit, the show, just because you get to season 1, you like end of season 1, like, so what has actually happened?
Nothing, because it's going on in season 2. It's like it's
Honestly, like season 2 is like season
least,
2
like,
hasn't really
shit, like,
touched on
with
anything
early
else
Game of
really.
Thrones shit. Like, at least you fucking
No.
like something happened.
But season 2, but it's pretty cool though. Like the
Yeah,
concept.
season 2 is cool.
I like the whole
concept.
concept of like gods being thing because humans believe in them thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's clearly it. Like, but
And
I don't
in
I
the,
don't really know what's to get about it. It's just mind fucking in general. Like, but it sort of makes more sense than the first season.
Some of it makes no sense, like as in why Woden's there in the first place, because
Yeah,
because
and why they all end up in America? Why is that?
yeah, because they,
So, like,
some
the
of
con-
those
the
places
concept-
still
the
have people
concept-
believe them.
the concept
Like,
of the reason why they're there is like, so like each country has their own version of those gods. Like, let's say Scandinavia will have their own version of Odin and stuff like that. Same with Egypt. England will have their version of Odin because the Vikings came over and brought their gods and everything like that. So it's basically whoever went over to America. So like obviously the Vikings went over there. So that's why
Yeah,
Odin's
but no
there.
Vikings remain, so surely he should have died out.
Yeah, but they showed how he like became, and that was because of some Vikings on an island.
Yeah, but then those
Praying for
Vikings all
wind.
die off, don't they? Or head home. So
Yeah.
then, like the whole thing of no one believing him, surely he should have died that years ago because no one on America. If there's a Woden back in fucking Scandinavia,
You call him
no,
Woden.
no one in
Yeah,
America
he
believes in
did
him.
call him Woden.
I want to repeat on that.
If there's a Woden, well, that's the fucking
Woden.
Anglo-Saxon way of saying Odin dipshit. It's why you call him Wednesday
Woden.
because his name is Woden.
Woden.
Be more like fucking
Woden.
cultured. That's how you say it.
Woden. It's Odin.
It's
Don't
not
even
Odin.
try.
That's why
and
they call him
fucking-
Wednesday because it's Woden in Anglo-Saxon.
It doesn't matter. It's
That's where the
Odin.
Wednesday came from.
Yeah, I don't understand why the Egyptian gods are there either, to be honest with you, because I don't think any
Some
Egyptians went
Egypt
over there.
fuckers moved over there that for some reason still believed in it.
Yeah, boy. There's not a lot to get. Like,
Yeah, Vikings didn't bring those gods over; they were already there. We just shared quite similar culture before they invaded.
yeah, it's just yeah. Yeah, I've been watching that as well. Yeah, carry on, Adam. The story list of
What
TV
else
shows.
have I been? What else? Like, I haven't really been watching any TV shows. Like in the past, let's go for that because we've
Good
probably
job
watched
bringing this up, then, bro. Good topic.
like, fucking like obviously Parks and Rec, The Office, and just like binge watching loads of old TV series.
Of course you have.
Okay, so
Started watching some QI.
there's loads of them though, isn't there?
There's like 15 seasons, but only 13.
Yeah.
Like only like so many of them are Stephen Fry. Who the fuck carries on after he leaves?
So,
What kind
like,
of-
there's no point of watching it if there's
People
no
that
Stephen
like
Fry.
the other guy.
Alan Davis.
Yeah, that one.
There's a woman that does it now.
Yeah, but Alan Davis is pretty cool though.
Why has Stephen Fry stopped doing it?
Focusing on other stuff like writing books or something.
Yeah, I think he just
He
gave
wrote
up.
the books like while doing it, so.
Anyway, so like I'm assuming the platforms you guys have been watching them on is like obviously catch up and online instead of actually watching the stuff.
I haven't watched live TV in about fucking 3 years.
So yeah,
yeah.
that's my second part to this question. Is like, do you reckon that like TV, like fucking live TV, like BBC, ITV, and then all of them, Channel 4 and all of those channels in England, do you reckon they will slowly die off and move on to the internet, like focus mainly on streaming it instead of scheduling it, like going for the TV and stuff like that?
I reckon, no, I don't know. I feel like people will watch TV.
Yeah, because like there's still like
But they just do both, won't they?
like
it doesn't-
people I would say 30 plus
Yeah,
are still watching TV.
It doesn't cost
in
them.
the evenings.
I feel like I feel like it doesn't cost them to like broadcast it via TV. I think it wouldn't cost them that much compared to like the price of making shit and advertising.
But no, but like everyone who's 30 plus pretty much still watches TV in the evenings. Yeah, they might have like Sky and like a few like or maybe Netflix, but like majority of the time they're still watching like the shows like Strictly Come Dancing and
Oh yeah,
all
fucking
all them
housewife
shows like they get still mad ratings.
and like EastEnders
viewing
and shit.
figures. Yeah, so like, no, I don't see it dying out. I see our generation eventually killing it, but that's not going to be for ages. But
It'll just be a slow transition, won't it?
yeah, they'll probably end up
It's
being
already online anyway, so
yeah,
like,
it'll probably turn online like the TV is now. Like it's just a different way of watching it. Like it's no different between having schedules and not having schedules. Like
I watch all four quite a bit. You still get like adverts off it, but only like 5 minutes of them.
yeah, they can't use ad blocker anymore. It used to be great when all these things first came out, like ITV Player, all four, and all the other like them sort of ones. You used to be able to run ad block with them because they were all like brand new and they hadn't really figured out how to beat it yet. But now they figured it out, and that's quite upsetting.
It just won't play until you turn it on.
Yeah, so you have to turn it off, otherwise it won't play. But at the beginning, they didn't know how to beat ad block, so.
Yeah, you know what I do though? Because the ads aren't that long. There's like a 3-minute one at the beginning and like a 5-minute one in the middle. Because the ads won't play unless you've got the screen up, will it either? You can't even close, like, cut it
No.
out. So I do double screen. I put like 2 browsers on,
Alright, yeah.
mute it and watch YouTube for 5 minutes on the side while the ad's happening.
It's just annoying because I think online watching you shouldn't have ads. Like, it should just be.
But they gotta
free.
make money somehow, don't they?
Yeah, I
So
understand.
either
That.
have ads, make it free,
But like YouTube,
or
just put them at
charge
the beginning.
subscriptions.
Just put them at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I
even,
wouldn't
even
mind.
then on YouTube,
Well,
there's
half an
still
hour
some
YouTube
that's...
videos, you get them halfway through anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's what they're just doing there.
Like,
They're
just
just longer than.
like if you could skip, I think skippable ads are great. Like that's 5-10 seconds, and you can skip it. Ideal. You have to at least acknowledge the product to skip it. So
Yeah. You have to see
You know
something
that
on
whole
the
thing when they
screen.
go, "Oh, if you skip it, they don't get paid." I'm like, really? Like, is that true?
No, I'm pretty sure they still get paid. It's just if you add an ad blocker on, they don't get paid. But I thought they just get paid on the per view. It wasn't sort of like how many people have ad block.
Every ad they watch.
But anyway,
God knows.
TV.
Yeah, so the next thing was like, that question doesn't need asked anymore because we didn't get that one. It was just, do you reckon we should have a TV license? But
TV license pays for more than you think, though. TV license pays for Radio 1, doesn't it?
yeah, like it just pays for most of the BBC, doesn't it?
Yeah, it pays for
If not
everything
all.
on the BBC. Like, it pretty much pays for the BBC to be a thing.
But I think TV licenses should stay a thing, but the BBC should be more accountable to people that pay it. Like, it feels like you don't really get what you want to watch off it, shit like that. Like, it should.
The people should
like,
the people should have a voice
should
of what
a
they
little
want
voting
to
system
see.
for it, maybe. I don't know.
Something that we pay for. Something that we pay for it.
Yeah.
Because
Makes
most of the BBC
Then
stuff
there
has
is the whole
become
clause
shit,
that
hasn't it?
the BBC is there to make programs that not many people watch because they wouldn't be made otherwise.
Yeah, because
But
most
then,
of the
then
stuff.
you also go, well, why the fuck does it need to be made in the first place? Like, for those few people that want to watch them.
Ever since BBC Three went online, it's gone down the shitter.
That's because they've made nothing for it.
Yeah, like, quite literally,
Like, if they'd made
they
programs for
killed
it,
it
I'm sure
off.
people would still watch it because they had some good programs on it. But like,
although I think it was done too early into the internet age.
Like, if they did it
stopped
in-
making programs for it.
Well, no,
Exactly.
I think the whole transition idea was too early into the internet age. Like, streaming online hadn't quite established itself enough. Like, there wasn't. Now there's like.
No, but the reason they said it
Streaming's
is they
like
said
more
that
of a-
90% of people that are watching BBC Three are watching it on BBC iPlayer, is what they said.
Well, no, they were saying that no, it was between BBC Four and BBC Three, and they made the decision that BBC Three could go because younger people would understand the internet better than the older people that watch
I would
BBC
have carried on
Four.
watching it on my laptop.
There wasn't
if they made
anything to
shit
do
for
with
it.
more people watching it on iPlayer. It was just they had to get rid of
More people
one.
did watch BBC on iPlayer than they did
Probably,
BBC Three.
But
Like,
the reason is because BBC Four they couldn't justify
I always assumed
the
that
old
they must
people
use
going
the
online.
same broadcasting towers to release CBBCs and BBC Three and BBC Four, because as CBBC stops at 7 and BBC Three starts at 7. I was
Yeah.
like, are they piggybacking off each other there? Like, it seems like they might be.
Yeah, probably. But no, I'd say I think like BBC Three was released too early into like the whole streaming thing.
Oh, I think
'Cause
it could have managed if they made.
If it
programs
was
for that.
released now or a couple of years ago when Netflix or them was starting to gain traction and become like the big powers as they are now, if they decide to take a channel off and go, a lot more people are familiar with it. Back then, people weren't really familiar with it like they are now.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could if they really wanted, they could start it up now and it wouldn't cause them any harm. It's just,
No.
they're not. They just don't make programs for it, and that's
No,
big
because I
issue.
think they did to begin with. They had a couple of like web exclusive, but I don't think enough people watched them. Because they
There's
did
certain
like
things
because they
like
were
they have contracts
advertising a
for,
whole
so isn't it?
bunch. When they were closing down, they were advertising like all the new shows that were going to release on it.
But like the people used to watch a lot of like Family Guy, didn't they?
But yeah,
Yeah.
because it
But
was
they're
maybe
not,
it was
they haven't got the license to play Family Guy on BBC iPlayer. They never did, even
No.
back then.
I was going to say, because it's moved now, hasn't it? I can't remember what channel it's moved to. I think it's
Channel 4,
Comedy
isn't it?
Central or Channel 4.
Well, it was ITV2.
Oh, it might be
That's the
ITV2.
one, ITV2.
But yeah, like it was the place to go because you used to have like Family Guy, American Dad.
Normally, one of
the
their
Cleveland
original
show.
programs was on as well.
No, that was
like-
on 4. No,
Yeah, you never
Ooh.
had a Cleveland show. But like, it was always great, like, because you just whack it on at night, and there's always like decent TV on BBC Three.
Go
To be
to
fair,
sleep,
I'm
too.
amazed that BBC could. Now I'm amazed that BBC could publish Family Guy.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause
How,
that- Yeah, because like how PC correct everything is, I'm amazed BBC could broadcast Family Guy.
Okay, so then the next thing is, because obviously Ben's been watching a lot of like Doctor Who, and we've all been watching old series that have all come out, and we're just
It
binge
is worse
watching
than
them.
it
Yeah.
used to be. definitely.
Yeah, obviously that
Well,
as well, because
British TV is.
it's absolutely shit, isn't it?
It's the golden age of American TV, but British TV's gone down the toilet.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Ever since they cancelled Merlin, I've been upset.
Oof.
Merlin was
shit.
good. How could you say that?
How
Ben?
could you say Merlin?
It
Merlin was
shit
like,
Robin Hood,
It's on
basically.
Netflix, Will.
is it?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
I don't think I can rewatch it. I remember the final episode too vividly, and I just don't think I can do that.
I can't remember the final episode.
Oh, don't do it to yourself, mate. Don't do it to yourself.
Oh,
you
what
will
is it?
cry. You'll be
Is
a
it-
grown man crying in your bedroom.
Is it where it's Arthur's death? Oh no, I do remember it. And like Merlin's an old man and he walks past the lady, the lake's lake sort of thing.
Yeah, and then he walks, but then it showed. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that was decent. It was like Robin Hood,
Yes.
Doctor Who,
Yeah.
Merlin,
Yeah.
and I swear there's another one. Maybe not, but they were very good TV shows.
Yeah, so like, would you say that you would prefer to binge watch something, or would you want it to come out like weekly?
I can't binge watch stuff because I get bored of it too quickly.
So
I
that's
think I've gone past that stage in my life, being able to binge watch stuff.
So that's a weekly for Will. What's it for you, Ben?
I can do both. Like, I'm fine with weekly. Makes more sense.
Yeah, because otherwise I just ruin it for myself.
But then
like,
I just binge watch it afterwards. I get like when I rewatch it, that's when you binge watch, and you don't have to pay attention.
I could probably do like 2 episodes in a day, or maybe not even that. I just get bored too easily of just watching TV shows.
I think it depends the program as well.
Yeah, like Stranger Things on Netflix.
I haven't seen it.
I tried to watch it. I thought it was shit.
They just fucking like
It's 80s nostalgia and a pretty shit story.
they bring out all of the all of the episodes in the season out on one day.
Yeah,
And
but a lot
like,
of shows do that now.
yeah, but like I would prefer to do it like weekly because then
Watch it weekly yourself. Have some fucking self-control.
Yeah, have some self-control, bro, and then you don't have to watch it all. But I get what you mean, because I mean, like, having it weekly means you got like longer to watch.
The issue is
The show lasts longer
if
in my
there's a
mind.
good program on each night, that's weekly is pretty good. But if you got like 2 days of nothing on, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, when I used to watch a lot of TV, I used to have different shows I'd watch every night, and then like you'd be alright.
Shit night with like nothing.
And
on
then
it.
yeah, and then there'll be shit, no, nothing on it, but you should entertain yourself that night. But then when one show goes on a break, it throws your whole schedule out of pattern. But doing it that way though means you only ever have like 3 months, I think it is, without a TV show to watch.
yeah.
Like everything ends like at roughly the same time within like a month, and then you have a couple of months where you don't have anything to watch. But that's when you watch the other stuff that everyone's raving about. Where they're like, "Oh yeah, this was good." You're like, "Okay, watch that."
Or you rewatch old stuff that you've watched before.
Yeah, but to be fair, like Merlin, I'd like to rewatch Merlin, but I know what's going to happen, and that just ruins it for me. It's like having a vague memory of how an episode goes when you go to watch it.
Yeah, and then you go, oh yeah, I've seen this. What's the point in me watching it?
Yeah,
now?
and then you're like, "Oh, this is shit."
So
What was my topics? I had a couple.
go on, Ben. Rack that brain of
Here's
yours.
one. You know that like whole internet economy bill that got done in 2017, the one that's going to make you age verify porn.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
It's been like brought back until like this like spring this year.
Yeah.
To what I've said. So you know how they're planning on doing it? It's making like age verification software where you put your passport onto it, and then you have like a login. And whenever you go into a porn site, you have to do a login. Guess who's making the software?
Microsoft.
Please,
Pornhub.
Yes!
The company that owns Pornhub and all those big things is making the software.
Of course they are.
And you'd
Of
ask, like,
course they are.
but they're like the reason that porn's become such like what it is. And
I mean,
you got
they're definitely just going to have the box that says, "Are you over 18?"
no, it's gonna have to be like a login thing where you put like driver or your passport or your driving ID into it.
That's gonna be so
Or
far.
you can go to the news agents and buy a fucking porn pass for.
I think
your
that's
computer.
That's
even
more
worse.
awkward.
Bringing
Yeah.
back the news agent. Well, back in Dad's day, if you wanted porn, you had to go to the news agent and buy it, didn't you? So
Yeah, but that. Yeah, but yeah.
But then you could hide it in a fucking newspaper. Like,
I could hide it within files upon files upon files.
but yeah,
Just
so,
deep down the
so
hard drive
basically,
rabbit hole.
the reason they're doing it is because then they can sell their age verification software to every other porn site.
Yep.
Making that their job. But they are the reason that porn's become, in people's opinion, not mine, I think it's perfectly okay, clearly, But such a pandemic. So
Yeah.
that's a little fact. And the other one, if you guys don't want to talk about that, was you know how the whole Hawaii spy software shit.
The what?
Huawei.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Asian, you know all that stuff, don't you?
Yeah, they've just launching 5G, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're like
5G?
banned from it.
Yeah, EE meant to be releasing 5G soon as well.
Yeah.
But they've done it. But like, to be fair, the Huawei phones are by a long shot the best phones on the market.
Yeah.
But you have to get over the fact that the Chinese government will be spying on you.
Well, I've got one, and I'm pretty good with them spying on me.
Yeah, like, if you can come to grips with the fact that the Chinese government will be pretty much spying on you, that's cool. Like, get the better phone, get the best phone out of the market.
I saw a really funny thing for an advert for VPN earlier. So it's basically like, hey, get this VPN, so the guy that's tracking your phone doesn't become traumatized.
Yeah, like, I think like they do make good phones, but
and they also,
I think just coming out of China is what's really, and their links to the Chinese government.
The software and hardware for the infrastructure behind it as well.
Yeah,
it's not the phones they're worried about; it's more the infrastructure.
Because I mean,
they
just
get everything.
It's just coming out of China. They seem to be
Well, they legally have to give China the access if China asks for it. China's got other ways of fucking getting in. Do you really think it'll stop them? Like,
no, I really don't. But they can't sell their phones in America, though, can they? Huawei can't have a shop in America.
No one cares about, like, there's other companies that are owned by China that are like part owned. So what was it?
I'm trying to think what the other phone company was. There's another one which no one seems to care about, which is also owned by a Chinese company.
BlackBerry?
No.
It's like, I can't think what it is, but it's like it was bought by a Chinese company. And like people don't need to fucking mention it, and some people are going like, "Oh, it's a bit shitty just picking out Hawaii, because
I think it's because they're the biggest one, isn't it?
No, it's because I think it's because everyone else sees them as a threat, don't they?
Well,
yeah, weren't they getting sued by like every like Apple and I think it may be Samsung about like their phones, like their software?
No, they were getting sued for international copy. What is it? Fucking the information, not like for nicking designs and shit. Apparently.
Yeah, like, and also, didn't the CEOs of Huawei's, the boss of it, daughter get like arrested in Canada by the American police?
Yeah.
Because of spy claims. Like, they're just not very liked, I think, is Huawei's big issue.
Companies that are owned by Chinese companies that would do it just as equally, yet they don't seem to mention them. So I just think it seems to be a bit like kicking them out because they've come up so well.
It's just because it's the big companies, isn't it? It's like Apple are a huge company.
Samsung
are a huge
Chinese,
company. No, Japanese aren't.
No, I thought Samsung was South Korean.
It could be South Korean, to be fair.
I'll have a look.
But like, I think it's because within the phone game, there's so much money, and like quite a lot of the biggest companies in the world are related to do with phones.
South Korean Samsung is.
So, but if it's South Korean, it's basically American.
Yeah.
So I think it's because the whole fact that so much money's involved in that sort of market that they can be paid out as a bad guy quite easily. But I just don't understand why they wouldn't be allowed to sell phones in America. Like, why can't they just have a shop there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also another thing because 1G and 2G were based in Europe, and then like 3, like it's basically like Asia's going to be controlling 5G, and they're worried about that, like be the guy behind it.
Yeah, well, EE are making 5G, like, because when I went in their shop to like have a look about the internet stuff, they were saying like 5G's they're testing it in December, and then it'll be released within like I think either this year or next year.
But yeah, a lot of the stuff behind that though, it's less the phones, more what they're doing. Like a lot of Hawaii stuff is actually not phones; it's fucking infrastructure for phones. Yeah, that's where they make a lot more money than they do for their phones.
Yeah, because they sell components, don't they?
Yeah, and that's what people are. I think that's what they're more worried about because they literally got so big. But fuck it, China's gonna fucking hackers will find out one way or another. So
yeah.
Yeah, like someone told me that like in like the Chinese like military, their like cyber section is like as big as our army.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just a section of like trying to like hack people and find out like shit off like is like as big as our army. That's like, well, yeah, of course they're gonna win.
I mean, like that whole like porn authorization shit. If you have to put your ID into it, if someone hacks that and gets everything that you fucking watch.
Yeah, it's fair. No, it's not that. If they hack that and get your passport, you.
No, what do you call it? The fuck, there's someone, yeah. It was in the news today. Someone has been jailed for blackmailing porn users worldwide of what they've been watching.
Yeah.
I'd just say, like, fucking play it, bro.
Just from like, if they've got a webcam on their phone, on their computer, he's obviously, it sounds a bit wrong, but obviously he's looked through it and seen what they're doing and seen what they're watching as well, and then he's obviously just gone through that and he's just blackmailed them either for money, or I'm assuming mainly for money.
Yeah, mainly money. He's the wealthiest cyber criminal or something. Because clearly nobody wants that out there, do they?
If anything illegal, fucking release it. Like, there must be some people that just went, do it. Like, do it.
You haven't got the fucking balls.
Oh shit, you did it. Shame. Like, whatever.
Oh well.
I live with it. It's not going to kill me.
Most of it's just click and go off it because it's not my type. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's more just like the amount of browsing I do that like people are going to be shocked by.
Yeah. He spends that much time trying to find the perfect one. Fuck me. Yeah, so I think this is like not a funny one, but have you heard what the army's not a slap on the wrist, like it came under fire of what a couple of soldiers did?
Well, yeah, they were shooting a picture of Jeremy Corbyn, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like,
I was expecting them to get done for that in one regards, to be honest.
Like there's no way that they.
A death threat.
Yeah, there's no way they could get away around that. Like, there's no way they sat there and thought, yeah, this would be a good idea.
But it's basically a death threat, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's like shooting a picture of the Prime Minister. It's the leader of the opposition. I mean, if you don't like that guy, I get it, but you know.
But like, what must have gone through their heads? Go, you know what, lads? Let's record this and put it up on the internet. If there was
some lads in the back garden, like, it'd be all right. But
not with real guns, yeah.
Yeah, but like they weren't real guns. They were like paintball sort of airsoft guns. But like being like actual military, clearly you're not meant to like have views.
They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to have a stance on a political party, are they? Because they're
not
the army.
No.
No, you're not professionally.
Like, but then like, always in every professional market, even like business, you shouldn't be critical because of someone's political leanings. Like. But like we're like I don't get, some people get so like shitty with political leanings some days, like it's become so American like you can have friends that have different political parties, yet people seem to go like nope, like
I only want to assert myself with these type of people because I'm so fucking boring.
Well, it's
you can't have different opinions.
I'm in a different political opinion to you.
Everyone's got to have the same opinion.
Yeah,
no,
and we get along fine, don't we?
No.
Debatably.
No, we don't. We do not get along fine.
Labour bastard.
We fucking choke each other out when we see each other, don't we? But that's more of a kink thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Don't kink shame us, please.
That is my kink.
What if kink shaming is my kink shame?
I fucking love that fucking like meme of the dog and the woman. You're choking yourself. Don't kink shame me.
Oh yeah. Stop.
So we're coming to the end of this. This bit is just stuff that's coming out this month. I'm gonna start doing a segment now every month. So like the first podcast of the month, this may be the second, I think, or the first. I think it's the first.
Idea. If it's been every week, we're already past the first one, Adam. What date is it, you stupid twat?
No, these are the stuff that I know that we've got coming out this month.
No, but this isn't the first podcast. It's definitely the second. We've had a podcast every week.
We haven't.
No, every 2 weeks.
Ah, then it's the first.
Yeah. So, the stuff that we've got coming out this month is obviously another podcast, and that's going to be video form. Potentially, if not, it will be one of these again, depending on how it goes. Obviously, a skit. Ben's time of the month. That we'll be doing this week at some point. Road to Hoe, which we've not done in a very long time because we've been playing Rust.
No, me and Ben have.
You've guys been
Where the fuck
playing
you
Rust.
been?
I've been at work on
You've
the
been doing
night.
nothing.
Nipping in, fucking using all our resources and fucking off.
Circle jerking is what I've been doing. And for the foreseeable future till Game of Thrones ends, there might be something to do with that.
For 8 weeks.
Like 7
For
weeks.
8 weeks. Yeah, it's
Like,
7 weeks, yeah. It's only 7 episodes. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, we might have a
summary one at the end.
whole roundup video of the whole
Yeah,
show.
we'll also have like a summary one at the end that's like, I like this, I like where it's gone. Like,
I don't like this show. It's
fuck
shit.
me,
It should
the
have
books
ended.
are better. It got
Yeah.
shit after season 5. Is
Season 4.
that the open fight? I thought that was like the last good season was the one with the open fight in it.
Yeah,
It was. Season 4 was open, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it season 5?
Actually, no, I liked certain scenes in season 5, I think.
What happened in season 4? Don't tell what happens in season.
Because when did Joffrey die?
I'm hoping. I think season 3, didn't he?
No, season 3 was the Red Wedding.
Season
So,
1 was Ned's.
So it would be season 4, season 5.
Season 1 was Ned's death.
Yeah.
I feel like season 2 was the Red Wedding.
No, season 2 was Battle of Blackwater.
Season 4 was when Joffrey dies. The end of season 4. So
Yeah,
season
so-
5 was the opening
Season,
fight.
yeah, season 5 was the one with the fight in it then. Yeah, that was
Oh
like,
no, what was that?
Season 5 was the wall fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, season 5 was a war
But
fight.
if Joffrey died at the end of season 4, that's when Tyrion's trial would be season 5, wouldn't it?
Well, no, what was it? Season 4, episode 9, The Watchers on the Wall.
Yeah, that's the war one.
Yeah, so it must have been season 5 then, like Oberyn's death.
Yeah, it was. I did like in season.
No, season 4, The Mountain, the Viper. Season 4 was the best season.
Okay, season 4 was like the like I did like the scenes that were in Dawn, season 5.
What happened in season 5?
I like.
Oh, that's when Arya went to the Faceless Men, season 5.
Yeah, I liked Oberyn's brother, Doran Martell. He's
Such a
pretty
sad
decent.
time, I think. Was that last season she went there? I can't remember anymore.
Last season, though, she came home.
Oh, she's there for like 2 seasons, but
Yeah, and then Bran Stark just missed. Was it an entire season or was it 2?
Well,
he missed quite a bit.
let's
Like
just
he
say
was.
the actor looks okay now, and he looked okay before he hit puberty. But the in-between bits, where his nose got too big for his face, and then he grew into his nose, like he looked like a twat. Like, is it just me?
No need to
Yeah.
beat around the bush. He looked
Also-
like a twat.
It makes no sense. But we'll talk about this all in the Game of Thrones thing. There's no point talking about it all now.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
So, thank you all very much for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
In a bit.
Bye.
Bye.